The sun beat down on the Makran coastal highway. It was relentless. The air shimmered with heat. Dust devils danced across the barren landscape. This was Balochistan, a land of rugged beauty and ancient secrets. The highway stretched out before them, a ribbon of asphalt cutting through the desolate landscape. The sun glinted off the car's windshield. Inside, 4 friends were on a road trip. They were eager to explore this mysterious region. They were young. They were free. They felt invincible. There was Ahmed, the driver, his eyes sparkling with excitement. Next to him sat Fatima, his sister, her laughter echoing through the car. In the back were their 2 friends, Omar and Yasmin, their faces filled with anticipation. They had been planning this trip for months. The highway was almost empty. They passed the occasional truck, its horn blaring a lonely sound. The vastness of the landscape humbled them. The silence was broken only by the hum of the engine and their own laughter. As the sun began to set, the sky turned a fiery red. Shadows stretched longer, the air grew cooler. A sense of unease settled over the group. The laughter died down. They felt a shift in the atmosphere. The landscape, once beautiful, now seemed menacing. The silence was no longer peaceful. It was heavy, oppressive. The friends felt a chill run down their spines. Something was not right. The engine sputtered. It coughed. Then it died. The car rolled to a stop. They were stranded. Ahmed tried to restart the engine, but it was no use. Fear crept into their hearts. They were alone. Darkness was closing in. They felt exposed, vulnerable. As the last rays of light faded, they noticed 2 piercing eyes watching them from the rocks above. A figure emerged from the shadows. He was tall and gaunt, with long, unkempt hair and piercing eyes. His clothes were ragged, his skin leathery from the sun. He approached the car slowly. His voice was raspy like the desert wind. He spoke of an ancient curse. He warned them to turn back. His words sent shivers down their spines. They had stumbled into something dark and dangerous. Section 6 plunged into darkness. Suddenly a blinding light engulfed them. The friends screamed. Everything went dark. They were lost in a void. Disoriented and afraid, they clung to each other. The air grew thick. They found it hard to breathe. Whispers seemed to swirl around them. They were no longer on the highway. They were somewhere else, somewhere sinister. Section 7, a nightmare realm. When the light faded, they found themselves in a desolate wasteland. The air was heavy with the smell of decay. The gaunt man stood before them, a malevolent grin on his face. He explained their transgression. They had ignored his warning. Now they would face the consequences. This was a realm of nightmares, and they were trapped within it. Section 8. The shadowy abyss. Grotesque creatures emerged from the shadows. Their eyes glowed with an eerie light. The creatures circled the friends, their laughter echoing through the wasteland. Fear threatened to consume them. They were at the mercy of these beings. The gaunt man watched with amusement. This was their punishment, he reminded them. Section 9, Escape and Lasting Scars. Just when all hope seemed lost, another figure appeared. This one was even more imposing. He towered over them, his eyes blazing with power. He spoke of their transgression and their punishment. He prophesied their eternal damnation. Then, as quickly as they had been taken, they were back in the car. The engine sputtered back to life. They sped away, not daring to look back. They had escaped the nightmare realm, but they knew they would never be the same. The Makran coastal highway, once a symbol of adventure, now held only terror. They had looked into the abyss, and the abyss had looked back.